Hi, and welcome to the Theme Park Trader podcast with your hosts, Ryan and Dan.
Hello.
This week we've got Hayley joining us on the show. She's here to talk about her trip last year to Walt Disney World, her upcoming trip to Disney World this year, and her various trips to Disneyland Paris. We've been trying to get this one organised for quite a while, so it's good to finally see it happen. It was a fun show to record. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
So this week we've got Hayley on the podcast, and thank you for joining us today, Hayley. It's been a long time coming, this one, hasn't it?
Yeah, hello. Thank you for having me. Yeah, it has been. Kept trying to arrange it, and then things kept coming up, but I'm here now.
Life, I think, on all sides gets in the way.
Yeah.
But I think we've been trying to organise it maybe 12 months?
Yeah,
Maybe?
I think since we kind of first started really talking, we kind of get it sorted, and then a lot of stuff happened, and then I couldn't get on, and then...
But we're here.
Yes.
The important thing is we're here. We're talking about Disney.
Yeah.
All is well.
All is well in the world. So,
Definitely.
obviously you've been to... Well, the purpose of today, obviously, you've been to Disneyland Paris a fair few times.
Yeah.
Last year you went to Walt Disney World for the first time in quite a while. Yeah,
so I went for the first time. I hadn't been since I was about probably like 5 or 6, I think, was when I went. The last time I went was it was in 2000. So it'd been about nearly 18 years since I'd last been. So it'd been a while.
Yeah, it's a long gap.
Yeah.
And after that long gap, can you tell us what the gap is now between the last trip and your next trip to Disney World?
At the moment, we're currently on 289 days until we go again.
Not that you're counting.
Not that I'm counting or anything.
You know what, Dan? I don't think I've got a counter for our trip.
No, I certainly don't.
What are we
I'm
doing?
not that organised.
I have it on my home screen on my phone.
Oh, nice. I'm usually proper organised with that stuff. I think it's because I'm going to Paris. Like next week. Next week?
Oh, wow.
You're really not organised for that, are you?
No.
Cold.
Well, I'm wearing shorts now, so I think I'll be fine.
He is a lunatic like that. Yeah.
So how did the trip to Disney World come about last year? And where did you end up staying? What did you do? What did you like, didn't like?
Well, me and my partner we went to Disneyland Paris in 2016, beginning of 2016. And when we kind of got back, my partner was kind of like, okay, let's go to Disney World, because he wasn't expecting to like Paris, but he did.
Yeah.
And obviously where I had kind of spoken to him and said Disney World is like 1,000 million times better than Disneyland Paris, he was like, okay, we have to go. So at the time when I booked it, we booked it about a year and a half in advance, and we stayed at the Coronado Springs resort, which a lot of people don't really think about or don't really consider, but it's a really pretty resort. It was really pretty, and we both really loved staying there.
That's right, I remember now, because I stayed at Coronado last year as well.
Yeah.
I love it there. I think it's a brilliant hotel.
Yeah. My friend Lauren, she's been to Disney World countless amounts of times, but she's never stayed at Coronado Springs. And when we stayed there, we were sending her a bunch of pictures, and she couldn't believe how pretty the resort was and how underrated it was compared to other resorts. Because usually people choose Caribbean Beach, I think, over Coronado Springs. I think people get put off because Coronado Springs is a convention centre of business people go. But when we went, there was barely any business people there. Barely any functions. There wasn't really a lot going on.
I think the good thing about Coronado is even if there's a convention going on, and what I found is that there seems to be less kids there. I don't know, that sounds bad, but it's nice because you just don't have kids running around everywhere. Bloody kids in Disney!
Yeah, I think you get enough of the kids in the parks during the day, don't you? So it's quite nice going back to the resort and not having, like, being able, we would walk across, like, around the lake to get back. We'd go into the front lobby and then we'd walk around the lake, and it was really nice and relaxing, and there wasn't screaming kids running around, which is, I guess it's kind of comes part and parcel if you go with kids. But if you haven't got kids yourself, you're kind of like, well, I do kind of want a bit of a break from the screaming children. Yeah. Sometimes.
No, definitely. The only problem with Coronado at the moment is all the construction.
Yeah, well, we went when they were doing the front bit, the first kind of section of the rooms. They were renovating all of those.
Yeah.
And obviously they were renovating. They were building that tower, aren't they, for Caribbean Beach and Coronado? But it wasn't too bad. I think the majority of it went on during the day, which is when people obviously weren't really in the resort.
Yeah, so they were pretty good with that.
We didn't find we really had any problems with noise or builders around or anything like that. There was a couple of areas that you couldn't really get into properly because they were restricted. But other than that, we didn't really find it too much of a problem.
Did you get the pins?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Those limited edition construction pins.
I know, right?
It's worth staying just for that.
Are they really limited edition? I don't see it.
Yes, Dan, you have to stay at Coronado Springs in order to get them. That's limited edition.
I think they're limited release.
All right.
I bet Caribbean Beach probably have them as well because they've got construction going on. They probably just have a different card.
Yeah, well, I don't know because they had the 3 Caballeros, didn't they, for Coronado?
Yeah.
Like a bit more Mexican themed.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I haven't seen the Caribbean Beach ones actually, so.
No, I haven't seen anyone really talk about them because I saw you post your picture of your pins, obviously, when you stayed there.
Yeah.
When we got there, we had ours. Did you get a renovated room or did you just have one of the...
I had a standard room, unfortunately.
Did you? Yeah, so did we. We really wanted a renovated room, but...
Which is quite surprising. I mean, don't they know who I am? Come on.
I mean, you've been there enough.
Honestly, I was ready, like, because everyone had been talking about these pins, and I walked into the room... Because we didn't get them, I thought you got them when you checked in, and obviously you don't. So I was ready. I was like, if they're not in the room, I'm going to march back to the check-in desk, and I'm going to demand my limited release pins.
I'm going to make a scene. I'm going to get my pins.
I'm going to cry. I've been on a long flight. I've been looking forward to these pins. If I'm not getting them, there's going to be trouble.
That's the only reason why I booked to stay there because I wanted the bloody pins.
I did.
Ryan only stays in places that are under construction.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I did ask Disney on the phone. I was like, "So I know you're giving discounts and money to people that are staying. I can't remember what it was. It might have been Caribbean. Are you giving people that are staying at Coronado money?" And the guy on the phone was like, "No." I was like, "Oh,
gutted."
Yeah, that sucked. So you were there for when were you there? November, was it?
November. So we flew out on the 13th of November.
Yeah.
And we were there for 10 nights. So we flew home on the 23rd, but we landed in the UK, obviously, on the 24th.
So you saw the Christmas stuff?
Yes, we didn't go to the Christmas party, but all the Christmas decorations and everything was up, which was really nice. Disney at Christmas is just a whole nother level of magical. I think Disney in itself is obviously magical, but when you go for Christmas time, it's just that extra little bit more special.
Yeah, no, definitely it is. I think the Christmas party is good, but not incredible.
I think I spoke to Jimmy about it and I said to him I'd rather spend my money, if we went during the Halloween season, I'd rather spend my money and go to Halloween parties as opposed to spending $100 to go to the Christmas party, because I've heard kind of mixed reviews about it. I've heard people say it's good, but it's not really worth the spend on it, especially as like the parades and stuff. I think you can see the parades anyway during the day. So the only thing you really get is like the free food and stuff like that and the castle show.
Yeah, the cookies and hot chocolate and stuff are pretty pants, to be honest. The Halloween absolutely is worth the money. I think Dan and I were talking about going twice this year, weren't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I've never been, so it should be interesting.
I think we're planning on like one time just going like full trick or treating. Let's go do that. Let's see all the shows, and then the other time just go on all the rides because it's empty.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when we went, it wasn't necessarily really quiet, but it wasn't like mega busy. So I think when we went, because we were there kind of Thanksgiving week, that week's bad.
Yeah.
And the first day we went into Magic Kingdom was pretty bad because they'd had the Christmas party the night before, and obviously the parks close at the Magic Kingdom closes at 6 o'clock when the Christmas party's on.
Yeah.
So I think because the park was open till 2-3 o'clock in the morning that day, it was just so busy. We ended up having to leave because, we had to queue for the People Mover. So, that just kind of speaks for itself, really, how busy the park was that day.
I hope that wasn't a dig at the People Mover.
No, I love the People Mover, but we had to queue for it, which...
That is unusual, yeah.
Yeah. I love the People Mover.
Dan, I'm not sure if we've spoken about the People Mover before, whether you like it or not.
I haven't really been. I don't remember the last time I've been on it, so I can't really comment.
What are you doing with your life?
Avoiding It's a Small World. But I think...
Oh, God.
Was that an, oh, God, it's bad, or oh, God, you hate it?
Part of me wants to love it, but then whenever I get on it, I'm kind of please shut up. Please get me off this ride, please. Let it be over.
I'm going to have to send a checklist out to guests before they come on the show. And one of those questions is going to be, do you like It's a Small World? And I'm only going to invite the people that say yes.
You could have trouble.
It's not that I don't like it. It's just, when you just kind of have to be in a mood to go on it, because otherwise it's just going to do your head in a little bit.
What sort of like a vegetable state you need to be in?
Yeah, pretty much, or drunk.
I'm just drunk on the high of being in Disney, and I love it.
I think it's in a weird location at Disney World, though.
It's kind of it's a little bit like on the edge of Fantasyland, isn't it?
Yeah, but when you go to, obviously, if you go to the one in Paris is huge. It's pretty much the whole back section of the park.
Yeah.
And obviously the one in Disneyland in California, that's huge as well. And this one's just kind of got a little tiny section.
Yeah. It
was just very odd. I was kind of expecting it to be quite big. But obviously it's not. It's quite hidden, I'd say, compared to the other small worlds. Yeah,
it definitely is. I would agree with that. But I'm definitely... all of this insults that Dan throws out on the podcast over the last 12 months, he's going to pay for it in October when we just ride it non-stop.
Don't you think I suffered enough in Paris?
You what, sorry?
Don't you think I suffered enough in Paris? You only went on it
twice. That's nothing compared to what we're going to do in Florida. So you did Disney. Did you do Universal as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
We did the park that shall not be named. Yes.
The park that shall not be named. Did you do E.T.?
I'm absolutely terrified of E.T., so no.
Wow.
I'm terrified of it.
We will take that as a victory in that you don't like it. So that's one for us.
Chalk that up, Ryan.
Yeah, I know a lot of people love it, but I was watching some vlogs of people who were at Universal and they were going on E.T. and they were recording it. I remember going on it when I was a little kid and screaming the whole way through because E.T.'s always been something that's absolutely terrified me. And I remember watching vlogs on it and I was thinking, how can people go on there and be like, we love it? Because it just looks very run down, very old.
Oh, it is.
Not very thrilling. It's kind of a bit like Figment.
Whoa!
Sorry, throwing shade there.
I agree that the Figment ride is not amazing, but let's not put it on par with E.T.
I did enjoy Figment. Jim wasn't a very big fan of it, but I was kind of it's kind of a classic in a way. It's a cult classic. A lot of people know what it is, and a lot of people love to hate it. But it wasn't necessarily the worst ride I've ever been on.
It is terrible, though. Don't get me wrong. I wish that they would gut it and start again, but keep Figment in the park.
Yeah, I like Figment. He's really cute.
Yeah, he's a good character. So, what was your? Obviously, you did Universal, you did Disney. What were your favourite experiences when you were there?
My favourite at Disney World was probably, I loved Animal Kingdom. It was probably my favourite park when I was there. Expedition Everest was amazing. I don't think I'd been on it because I think when we went, I don't think it was built. Wasn't it built in 2002?
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen it before. Yeah.
So it wasn't built, so we never went on it. And I loved it. It was really good. And luckily, I didn't really see the Yeti that much because I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't really see it. So the Yeti didn't let me down. And at Universal, it was probably what's the one that's based in Hogwarts, the Harry Potter ride?
Which one? Escape from the Forbidden Journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
I loved that. That was really good.
Yeah, that is a great ride.
Yeah, it was really good. And the picture we got from it is amazing because it's me and Jimmy sat on the end. I look just completely in awe of everything, the biggest smile on my face. And there's a woman on the end, mouth open, screaming her head off because I think it was the spider scene.
Oh, yeah.
And the picture is it's amazing.
I think I did that on the first time I went because I don't like spiders.
No,
as soon as we went into the Forbidden Forest, I was like, oh, God, I know what's coming.
The spiders. Jim wasn't expecting it and he went, oh my God, I hate spiders.
I mean, Universal is just like, so let's put you on a ride. It's either going to be 3D or you're going to get wet. Something is going to spit at you, something's going to happen. That's just the things they love doing now for some reason.
The technology is really good though. I really enjoyed the technology in some of the rides at Universal, like the Mummy ride. I know that's kind of one of their older ones. Yeah. But we both really, really enjoyed that. We liked the whole, when you go into the room and they set fire to the ceiling and the whole room gets really hot. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just think some of the technology in their rides was really cool. But I was saying to Jimmy as well, when we went to Florida, the ride systems there are obviously a million times different compared to like Disneyland Paris. And I said the fact that they put smells onto rides just to enhance your experience that little tiny bit more is amazing.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're both big fans of I think the Mummy is something we both agree on, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah, I think it's one of the best rides in Universal, really.
And the queue time's never that bad for it either.
No, I don't get that. I really don't get it.
I think it was about half an hour, I think, the highest it got when we were there.
Yeah, it's a great ride, and yeah, I'd definitely queue half hour for it.
Yeah, definitely. It's really good.
So what were obviously, did you see Pandora?
Yes.
What did you think?
The place itself is stunning. Like, it's so visually appealing. It looks wonderful. I can't fault the detailing that's gone into it because everywhere you look, there's just something to look at. Yeah. The rides, Flight of Passage was really good. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't as good as I was kind of expecting it to be because I'd heard so many good things about it. Yeah. When I went on it, I was like, oh, yeah, it's good, but it's not, like, the most, like, jaw-dropping ride I've ever been on. The Na'vi River Journey is nice to go on, but, again, it's kind of, like, a bit meh because it's just a bit underwhelming.
Yeah, I think they kind of just build up to that animatronic, really, don't they?
Yeah, the animatronic. The animatronic's really good, but... and it's pretty to look at, again, but it's kind of, like... I think there's just so much more they could have done. Yeah. They just kind of didn't bring it. I'm hoping they're going to expand on it when they kind of get a bit more money. When, once the kind of initial excitement for it's died down, I'm hoping they're going to kind of try to expand on it.
I wouldn't hold your hopes up for that. Disney seem to be cutting corners at every point at the moment. Like Toy Story Land looks very cheap for what people were saying. Like all of the different effects and characters that are going up look pretty cheaply made. Like almost Paris Toy Story cheap. Not quite, but
not quite.
Almost.
I think the Toy Story in Paris is like a centimetre of the park, and it's tried to fit about 4 rides on there, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, and they're really like weird rides that just like don't really make sense. It's like a RC racer that's like basically a banana boat. It just seems a bit fairground that bit, doesn't it? Like. I think they could just do with putting Toy Story Midway Mania in there, and that would solve the problem.
Kind of like Dino-Rama at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Very fairgroundy, yeah. Yeah, no, it would be cool to see them if they did invest in something else, because Animal Kingdom's an amazing park, but I think it does need that little bit more, which Pandora was supposed to bring them, but I don't think it's brought it as much as what people were expecting it to. So even if they did like a roller coaster kind of thing or something else in that bit of park, even if it was just one more ride, I think it would just help out a little bit, especially like with the crowds and stuff. Like the amount of the queue time for the rides there is just ridiculous, and I just think it's not even really worth it.
Oh, it's insane. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine what Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is going to be like? It's going to be ridiculous, because Pandora's not even a franchise that people like.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, you know, people think it's an average film and don't really see the need for sequels. Maybe that's just my opinion, but I think it's pretty consistent from the people we've spoken to.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't have the cult following.
No.
Yeah, no, a lot of people don't really... I think a lot of people were just kind of interested in going to Pandora because of what it was supposed to look like. They weren't necessarily interested in it because of the movie.
Yeah. No, like, definitely.
I think you could kind of go to Pandora and experience it and enjoy it without seeing Avatar.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, it's not kind of... I don't think you really need the movie to be involved with it, because I know a lot of people don't really enjoy the movie, even though it's supposed to be like one of the highest grossing movies of all time. It wasn't really... I don't think it was very well liked amongst a lot of people.
No, I mean, they just ripped off the story from Fern Gully, so...
Yeah.
So, I mean, I personally, Flight of Passage is one of those rides that I came off of, and I think the last time I was like, oh, that was awesome, was probably when I went on Soarin'. It kind of like had that kind of impact on me. I do love it. I do think it's one of the best in Disney World. But I mean, what about like what were your least favourite attractions?
Oh, the Dino. Is it Dino Spin? Is that what it's called?
Which one?
What's it called? The one that's like Magic Mouse here.
Oh yeah. Primeval Whirl.
Yeah. Oh yeah. God, that gave me a headache for the rest of the holiday. I had a headache. I love Dinosaur. I've seen a lot of people say they didn't really like Dinosaur, but I really enjoyed it.
Oh, I love Dinosaur. It's even better if you don't hold on to anything. It's incredible. Row, don't hold on. Amazing.
I'm trying to think. There wasn't really anything I kind of went on and I was like, I hate this so much, get me off of it right now.
Yeah.
So nothing kind of really springs to mind when I mean, if you'd asked me Paris and you asked me to name a ride there that I hate, it would be Snow White.
Okay.
Snow White Scary Adventures.
Yeah. Just
because I just think that it's just so outdated, so it's actually is really scary. Like, the animatronics in it are horrible. It's just... I just don't enjoy it very much. But I think when I went to Florida, there wasn't really anything I went on and I was kind of like, no, I don't like this. I hate it. Get me off.
Well, that's good. I think Paris has too many rides like that. Armageddon being another one.
The only reason why I go to the Paris park is because of the Alice's Curious Labyrinth. That's the only reason why I really desperately want to go to Paris, and because I really enjoy the castle there. The castle there is really nice.
Yeah. And you are something of an Alice in Wonderland fan.
Yes, just a little bit. Yeah. So I think that's what I was kind of a bit disappointed with in Florida, like the lack of Alice stuff. I know obviously I knew it was coming, but I was just kind of like, oh, I want more Alice. Give me more Alice.
Did you get to meet her though?
We went to queue to meet her, and then they were like, no, she's going inside now, you can't queue. And then we went back and the same thing happened again. So I think in the end we just gave up, because I'd met her before in Paris anyway. We kind of just wanted to just go and get the rides done.
Yeah.
And meeting characters kind of would have cut down on the time that we had to get on rides. So
was this in Magic Kingdom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we saw her in Magic Kingdom and we saw her in Epcot as well, but the queue in Epcot was insane, so we didn't even attempt to queue there.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, the character meets can be pretty long in Florida.
Yeah, and I just think, sometimes I just think I'd rather spend that time queuing and waiting for rides than queuing and meeting characters.
Yeah, we're both the same, aren't we, Dan, to be fair?
Yeah, I know. We said it before. I don't not so keen on the character meet and greets. But I mean, when you're there for 2 weeks and you want to try and cram in every park and all the rides, you don't really have time anyway, do you?
No, exactly.
No. I don't. Also, like we're quite awkward people.
Yeah.
So if Dan and I was to go and queue up and meet Alice, I wouldn't really know what to say.
No.
I'd be like, hello.
It was quite good. The ones in Paris, when I kind of had an interaction with them, they kind of fill in the gaps for you. They'll kind of talk themselves.
Yeah.
But I think it just depends on what cast members play in the character that day. Some of them can be like that. Some of them aren't.
What do you mean, cast members playing the characters? I thought.
Sorry.
Nobody's ever told him. Nobody's ever told him.
You've spoiled the magic. No, I think you're right. It does definitely depend on who you're seeing, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, how did you find the cast members in Florida compared to Paris?
Overly friendly.
Yeah.
I think because obviously a lot of them out there are Americans, and when we were there, I just kept saying to Jim, I can't believe how friendly everybody is. Like, even standing in a lift, if you were in the UK and you were stood in a lift with people, you wouldn't say anything to anyone.
Yeah.
But every time we got in a lift, we were having a conversation with the American family that were in the lift. Like, they're just so friendly out there and just so welcoming.
Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, it's two. Obviously, they're two very different people. And it's quite difficult to compare a very friendly nation with France, I think. Quite a sweeping statement there, I know. But from my experience of France, not just Disneyland, but France in general, that's just who they are. And to a certain extent, we're the same. Not quite as bad, but
not quite as bad.
You go to
when we were queuing to meet Mickey Mouse in Paris, the Meet Mickey Mouse bit at the back.
Yep.
An elderly couple pushed in front of us and a young family because they wanted to meet him so bad.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was like, there's like 3-4 kids in front of us, and they pushed in front of them, and it's just like, they're kids, Don't be so rude.
Did nobody say anything?
No one said anything.
Bloody old people, sometimes.
They must have all been British. They just sort of cut, sigh, give them a dirty look.
Yeah. Or like quietly say to the person you're with, the cheek of it, and then do nothing else.
Yeah. Definitely, that's very British.
Yeah, we love a good queue.
Yeah. Well, it's fair, isn't it? If you get in a queue, it's fair.
Well, this is it.
So, but I've heard that in Florida, if you do try to queue jump, they tend to get kicked out of the queue and sent to the back anyway.
Oh, good luck trying to queue jump in front of an American anyway. You've got no chance. Like,
yeah,
they will pull you up on it. I've seen it happen. Not to me, because I'm not rude, but they will pull you up. Definitely pull you up on it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we really enjoyed being out in America. The American people were lovely. Very chatty, very friendly.
Yeah, they definitely are. It's almost like sometimes, not Americans in general, but the cast members in Disney, sometimes it's too friendly. And you're just like, I don't really want to have a conversation with you for 10 minutes.
Do you know what? It's kind of like have you ever been in a Lush shop before?
Not somewhere I normally go, no.
It's kind of like if you walk into a Lush shop, as soon as you walk in there, a store member is on you and they're like, can we help you? What do you want? What do you need? Let me show you this. Let me show you that. And it's kind of like, just leave me alone for 5 minutes and let me just do what I want to do, please.
Yeah, I know. It always amazes me. It always amazes me how they're like, oh, you're from the UK? I'm like, you must see about 400 people from the UK a day. Like, how is it amazing every time?
I think because we all sound so different, don't we?
That is true.
Like, obviously, depending on what part. I'm kind of a mishmash because I've lived up north, I've lived in Essex, and now I live in Surrey, London. So I'm kind of a mishmash of accents. So I think everyone just sounds a bit different. Like, you can have somebody go over there who's northern and be like, oh, I'm from the UK. And they can be like, well, you don't sound like you are.
They're like, they're like, you're talking nonsense. No, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that northern people are talking nonsense. Yeah, I've had that before, right? I've been on a phone call with someone, and it was just after the royal wedding, and they were like, "Oh, how was the wedding? I imagine you were there." I'm like, "Yes, I was there."
Yes, me and the Queen are besties. We're tight.
We all know the Queen.
Yeah.
So how about the food? Because obviously you are vegan now, but at the time vegetarian, and it always interests me because I'm not vegetarian, vegan. I eat everything. Completely eat everything. Dan is very fussy, but does eat. I had to throw it in there, Dan.
Yeah, of course.
But he's not vegetarian or vegan, and I know I've heard from a lot of people that Florida is far more accommodating than, say, Paris. Is that true from your experience?
Yes. When we went to Paris, we struggled a little bit because for some reason they seem to think that the only vegetarian items that need to be in the menu are salads and chips.
Yeah.
That's literally, or a pizza. That's literally all you have to pick from. Mm-hmm. Whereas when we went to Florida, we had, they do falafel burgers. They did, Jim got a vegan curry, which was in, is it Seasons? I think it was Seasons.
Oh, in Epcot, yep.
In Epcot. They had the grilled tomato burger in Hollywood Studios, which was really nice. They had there was a lot more variety and a lot more difference. It was still the same thing. It was still just burgers and chips or pizza and chips or something like that. But there was different kinds of burgers that you could get.
Yeah.
The falafel burger from the one that we got when we were in Magic Kingdom, that was nasty. Not going to lie to you. It was very bland, very dry. But some of the stuff we had, we really enjoyed. Like, we really enjoyed the pizza.
Okay.
Dole Whips, obviously, Dole Whips are vegan. So when we go back out there, we can get a Dole Whip.
Nice.
Mickey Waffles, you can get them made vegan or they're vegetarian. The eggs out there are really weird. They're the eggs. They're really really weird tasting. I don't know if it's just me and Jim, but we found them they tasted a lot different to what they taste like in the UK.
I can't think of the last time I had it.
I think they have different chickens over there, though, so I think their eggs are different.
Yeah. Well, certainly the milk tastes very different. The milk is horrible.
Oh, God, don't. The milk is gross. But I think the yolk is it's literally like white. Like, it's such a pale yellow that it's white.
Yeah.
The Starbucks, we had a Starbucks out there. We were really disappointed. The Starbucks in the UK is better.
Oh, I'm not sure I agree with that.
But me and Jimmy aren't very big coffee fans. We don't really drink a lot of coffee.
Okay.
So obviously, if you like coffee and you like American coffee, fair enough. I could understand why you like it. But because neither of us are quite big coffee fans, we usually just get like a frappuccino, or I think I had the raspberry lemonade or something.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't really like coffee, so I didn't have the coffee. The chips are really good.
Oh, Disney fries. Oh.
Probably full of crap, but they're good.
Oh, they're no doubt that they're full of crap, but there's no such thing as calories when you're in Disney.
That's true. Mickey pretzels, I really enjoyed those whilst I was out there. They were really nice to have kind of as an afternoon snack, but they were filling enough to fill you up until dinner.
Yeah. Were you on the dining plan?
Yes, we were. Yeah, we had the quick service dining plan, which is why we didn't really be our guests. We went to be our guests for breakfast. I managed to get a reservation there. It was nice, but it was I'm kind of like, I wouldn't have paid for it.
Yeah.
Because we got it for free, we enjoyed it. It was probably one of the nicest breakfasts we had when we were out there because it was different. Because we had like the croissant thing, which had like egg and tomato in it, I think.
Yeah.
It was. But it's like $25-$30.
Oh, it's insane.
If you pay for it.
Absolutely
and I was like,
insane.
I would not go in there and pay for that.
No, it's insane price. Like, this is why the dining plan can be so good. If you're picking the right places to go and eat. I've heard. So I didn't go to the Celia. The Celia is always on my mind. I didn't go to be our guest last year. We went for breakfast. Sorry, I'm completely lying. I didn't go for dinner. The last time I went for dinner was 2 years ago, and it wasn't great. And I've been hearing a lot of people talking about how it's just gone downhill massively, considering it's Disney's like flagship restaurant in Magic Kingdom. and I've heard that there's rumours that they're going to be working on completely upgrading it this year, because for $30 you shouldn't be even remotely disappointed from anything.
No,
and dinner's even more expensive.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think we went to Hollywood Studios, and I think both times we ate there, we enjoyed it a lot more than what we enjoyed eating at Be Our Guest. And this was on a quick service. We ate at the is it Yak and Yeti in Animal Kingdom?
Yeah.
We had the quick service there, and I had I think it was the noodles, and I really enjoyed those. We went to the quick service restaurant in Pandora. That's probably one of the best quick service meals we had, because it made a difference from because we had just been having burgers and chips all week. It was actually really nice to just sit down and have it was a tofu salad.
Yeah.
It was nice just to get that bit of change and to kind of feel like my body didn't hate me because I'd had this salad. I'd rather go there and pay $15 for a meal and get something that's nice, and go to Be Our Guest and pay $30 for a breakfast and get something that's kind of like, not that it was bad, but it just wasn't $30 worth of food.
Yeah, definitely. No, I completely agree. It's funny because I didn't go to the quick service in Pandora. I wanted to several times, but Flame Tree Barbecue always pulled me towards it with its deliciousness. But I did that once. I had a salad at I think it was the quick service in maybe Port Orleans or one of the All Stars resorts. I can't remember. And I thought, you know what? I'm like 6-7 days into my 14-day trip. I'm going to have a salad for dinner. So I ordered one, and they kind of make it up for you. And they're like, "Do you want a little bit of sauce?" They're like, "Yeah, I'll have a little bit." And you just see him go. It's like drench your salad. It's like, "Do you want some chicken?" I'll have a little bit of chicken. And it's just like 8 chicken breasts in there. Just
to make sure you're getting your 2,000 calories per meal.
And honestly, I think I worked it out, and I would have been better off eating a burger.
Yeah, it's not the most healthiest of meal options there, I must admit.
But yeah, I'm slightly jealous of the Pandora quick service, because I did really want to go there. I drank a lot of green beer though.
We didn't have any of that. We had the Night Blossom, which we thoroughly enjoyed. It's very, very, very sweet.
Yeah.
But if you like sweet stuff, you'll really like that. It was really nice. But the quick service in Pandora, I've had a lot of people say really good things about it. So we had, because it had tofu on the menu, and there hadn't been anywhere we'd been where they had tofu.
Yeah.
So we're like, let's just go in there and have something to eat. And it was really, really nice. We both really enjoyed it. And it makes a difference as well, because you don't get paper plates. They actually put them in proper bowls. And it kind of makes you feel a bit nice, because you've been eating off of these paper plates all week.
Yeah.
So you go like, oh my God, I've got an actual bowl.
It's a real bowl.
I forgot what these look like.
I don't think that Dan has quite realised how much I drink when I'm in Florida. Because, Dan, you don't really drink at all, do you?
No.
So we're going to the Food and Wine Festival, which is always interesting.
Yeah.
Pandora sells the green beer, which I love, and I will be having several of those.
What does that taste like?
It doesn't taste that dissimilar to normal beer. It's slightly different. But it's just,
and it looks cool.
And it looks cool, basically. But it was like, we'd just come off of Flight of Passage, and it was like 10 a.m. and it was open. So I was like, all right, I'll go for a beer.
All right.
Does it make you feel better about it because it is green, so you're not walking around the park drinking a beer?
I don't care. I'm on holiday.
That's what Epcot's for. Epcot's for walking around the park drinking beer.
Yeah, it is. Epcot is.
So now we know why Ryan does
That's where the
so
pissheads go.
See? Ryan's favourite park.
Epcot just so happens to be my favourite park.
That explains it then.
It does explain it. It does. It has been since I was a kid, and I must point out that I wasn't drinking when I was 3 in the park.
Yeah, sure.
Slip it into my Diet Coke.
Your dad buying a beer and then sliding it over to you just so you can have a sip. Like what they do in pubs.
Yeah, exactly. So this year you're going to the lodge, right?
Animal Kingdom Lodge, yeah.
Which is I mean, Coronado is amazing, but the lodge is very, very different.
Level.
Yeah, a whole different level. And obviously, I mean, I've seen your tweets. I've spoken to you beforehand. I know you're looking forward to it, right?
Yeah, it's kind of always been a park that's a resort, that stood out to me. Because I've always loved animals. I love the idea of waking up in the morning, and we've not booked a savannah room, but fingers crossed we get an upgrade. But waking up in the morning and going out onto the balcony and just seeing giraffes out your window, like, that's just awesome. So it's kind of always been a place where I've been eyeing up and wanted to stay. We weren't going to initially stay there because it was just coming up as it was just so expensive. It was coming up nearly $6,000.
Yeah.
But we managed to find a really good deal on it. So we're flying out on the 13th of November again for 14 nights. For the two of us, we paid £3,600.
That's really good.
Which was kind of, I couldn't turn that down. It was either staying at the All Stars for like $3,000 or staying at Animal Kingdom for £3,600. You know, it's no competition. So we were really chuffed for that price. But I'm so excited because I've always wanted to stay there. I think since I saw the resort, I've always wanted to stay there. So it's going to be a pretty amazing experience, and it's my first time staying at a Dulux. When I was a kid, we always stayed off site.
Yeah.
So Coronado Springs was kind of like my first stay on Disney property in Florida, because we'd stayed at Newport Bay in Paris.
Yeah.
So it's my first properties like resort stay in Florida. So I'm really excited about Animal Kingdom, and Jimmy is as well. He really wanted to stay there, but I was saying we can't because it's so expensive. But then we found this price, so you couldn't turn it down.
Oh, let me tell you, I've been there. I've been lucky and fortunate to be there. I think I've been there 3 times now, and it is incredible. Like, yeah, it's Donna's favourite resort. Not quite mine. I don't know why. I love it. It's
your
brilliant.
favourite?
My favourite is it's across. I'm stuck between Old Key West and Saratoga.
Right.
Simply because I like the fact that I can either walk or get the boat to Disney Springs.
Yeah.
It's like a really nice thing to do.
Yeah.
So Dan, we can take a little boat ride into Disney Springs.
Or take a leisurely stroll.
Leisurely stroll.
How romantic.
I know. People are definitely going to be asking questions of us, I think. But no,
weird looks.
What do you mean you don't hold hands when you're on a boat?
I mean, to be fair, we probably get weird looks anyway, so it's probably no different.
Yeah. Are you saying you want to hold hands?
No, I'll say that now. I don't.
No, the lodge is amazing. Even if you don't get a room with a view of the animals, you can still walk around the pathways and see them walking around and stuff. And I stayed. We won a competition to stay there like just after it opened, and we got a Savannah room then, and that was amazing. But the last few times I've been there, we weren't in a Savannah room, and it's still an incredible experience. I've got so many good memories of the place, and to be there for 2 weeks is really, really good. So
yeah, we're very excited. This was a pool view room as well, so it's like, I couldn't believe it when he said, he was like, oh well, the price is this, but we've only got pool view rooms left, so we're going to still charge you the same price, but you're going to, because that's obviously slightly better than the standard view rooms.
Yeah.
So it was really good. So we're both kind of, and I've heard the food in Animal Kingdom Lodge is amazing. And I know a lot of the restaurants there they like catering to vegans and vegetarians. I've heard a lot of people say that they go there because specifically because they cater to a lot of vegans and vegetarians. If there's something on the menu you want and you tell them you're vegan, they'll take out anything that you can't have.
Yep. Yeah, the food there is incredible. I would definitely agree with that. It's one of the best resorts for food, I think, without a doubt. So are you on the normal dining plan this time round?
We're not on any dining plan this time. Okay. Purely just because I think it's because we want to kind of try out a few more table service. Well, we didn't have any table service restaurants when we were in the park, so I think it's the mindset that because we had the dining plan, we had to stick to it. Yeah. But now because we don't have it, we might be a bit more kind of open to trying maybe some sit down places, especially since we're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge as well.
Yep.
I mean, I want to go to I want to try all of the places in there. So we're hoping to get to try more food, more versatile food, different stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely. If you liked the Akinyeti quick service, I would definitely encourage going to the main restaurant. It's amazing. It's one of my favourite restaurants in Disney World.
Yeah, I saw the menu, and the menu did look really good. But I think it was just the convenience of we wanted something quick. That's why we just had the quick service at the time.
Well, and when you've got the dining plan, it's silly not to use it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we still had by the time we'd left, we still had 6 or 7 meals left, and we had 14 snacks. So we just went into the gift shop and just got loads of sweets to bring back for people.
Yeah, definitely, that's the right thing to do.
Just used up all our snack credits on that.
I find that because we usually have the standard dining plan, which is like 1 quick service, 2 snacks, and 1 sit down a day. I always find that I've got quick service left. So what I tend to do is go to Starbucks every morning, and we usually grab like 2 coffees and a cake and use a quick service. Yeah,
it's a good idea.
Just to forewarn you, Dan, I will be going to Starbucks every day.
I'm completely expecting that.
He's a caffeine addict.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I am a caffeine addict. No, I wouldn't say that.
He can quit any time he likes.
Yeah, exactly. I can quit drinking caffeine, and yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
You should try it this week then.
No, I'm working this week. That'd be very difficult. maybe next week in Disneyland Paris. Although there's a lot of walking, I'm going to need caffeine, so maybe not.
There is a Starbucks in the Disney Village, but I don't think you can get coffee in a lot of places.
Yeah, I've already said to the people I'm going with, I'm going to Starbucks every day. End of.
Yeah. No, there's not. There's not a lot of places you can really get coffee there. It was really hard to even get a cup of tea, and the cup of tea I did get was horrible.
Oh,
wasn't very nice.
In that case, I better stick to coffee.
Yeah, you better.
Yeah. I've not got a problem, guys, okay? I've not got a problem. So, are you going to Universal this year, or are you sticking to Disney? Any other parks like SeaWorld? We're
definitely going to Universal.
Yeah.
We bought the tickets off of Florida Tix. We've got the deal thing that they do.
Yeah.
Because we both really loved Universal last year. It's kind of, because it's a lot more mature. I think the rides there are a lot more mature. Less kids running around, and there's roller coasters and things, which I think Disney seem to lack a lot of thrill rides. So that's why we enjoyed Universal so much, because that's where we got our thrill rides in. And we're both big fans of Thorpe Park. We live down the road from there, so we both like our thrill rides. So we'll definitely be going there. And because of Harry Potter, again, Harry Potter's like one of my biggest loves other than Disney. So 100% going there. SeaWorld, neither of us are big fans of SeaWorld. Because of the whole stuff with the orcas.
Yeah, understandable.
I don't want to get too much into it, but neither of us kind of are a big fan of SeaWorld. We do want to go to Busch Gardens.
Yeah. It's
just getting the time to go.
And getting there as well.
Yeah, and getting there. I've heard a lot of people say getting there is quite difficult because it's quite far out compared to everywhere else.
It's like 40 minutes, 45 minutes drive, I think.
Yeah. And neither of us are driving, so it will be an Uber or something like that, which is going to be quite expensive.
Yeah.
So it's there, it's on the table, but we're not sure whether we're 100% going to be able to get to go there yet. But Universal and Disney World, obviously, definitely are being done.
Any of the water parks? Did you do any of the water parks before?
No, I think it was Blizzard Beach was shut, I think, when we went, and we because we only went for 10 nights, we didn't really get the time.
Yeah.
And we weren't kind of in that mood where we woke up, because don't get me wrong, it's still quite hot out there, but it's a lot cooler, I think, compared to a lot of other months, because when we were there was a really nice breeze, so the sun didn't feel as hot.
Yeah.
So neither of us were really kind of like, we need to take the afternoon off because it's too hot and go to a water park or anything like that. And neither of us are that big fans of water parks. Neither of us really enjoy them that much.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same actually. I don't think I've been to a water park for maybe 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, I think there's just not enough there, like at the water parks in Disney compared to all the other parks. I think it's a lot, like it's low down on my list because there's not really a lot there that I'm interested in doing.
Yeah. I mean, my other problem is, people start having to shield their eyes because I'm so pale. The sun is just being reflected off of me.
You got your own glow.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just blinding people. The classic UK look.
Yeah, pale, milk bottle white. Jim's the same.
Milk bottle white, exactly that. I work on a computer for 8 hours a day as well. I don't have the only natural light I get is from like the small kind of crack in the window where the sun just makes its way through like once a day. That's it.
I have my blinds shut by my desk all day, so I don't even get that.
Yeah, no. Well, we've barely got that because it was so bright in the mornings that it was reflecting off our screen. So we put a massive not chalkboard, but whiteboard in the way. So now we're not even getting any sun.
Oh dear.
So you've got November coming up. Are you going back to Paris anytime soon?
We haven't got any plans at the moment to go back. I think neither of us, because we did Disney World in November, and because we've got it lined up again this November, neither of us really feel the need to go there. The way I see Disneyland Paris is it's a trip. It's not really a holiday. The longest you can go there for. Last time I went with friends back in June. We went for, it was 3.5 days we were there for. No, 2.5 days we were there for, and that's probably just about enough time to do everything.
Yeah.
If you kind of go for any longer than that, it does get a little bit boring. When we went in 2016 and we stayed at Newport Bay, we went for 4 nights and we were there for 5 days. By like the 4th and 5th day, we were like, we're bored now. What do we do? Because we'd done everything like 3 times.
Yeah.
So to us, it's kind of more like a little filler trip if we want to go somewhere and we don't know where else we want to go. But at the moment, no, we've got no plans to go back. We're going to Menorca in May, so I've already got 2 holidays booked this year anyway.
It's a good holiday to have. Nice chilled out one.
Yeah.
I'm
it'd be nice.
Worried about Paris.
Oh, don't be.
I'm going for 4 nights, 5 days.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to be like that. But the thing is, there's just more Starbucks breaks.
It's quite nice in the evenings if you do like a walk around the Disney Village and stuff. Yeah. Are you staying on property?
Yeah, we are. We are staying at Sequoia Lodge.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that hotel's quite nice. So even if you just chill out in the hotel for the morning or something. As I said, me and Jim are really a fan of water, so we don't really not a fan of water, a fan of like water parks. So we didn't really use the pool and stuff like that. But if you like going in the pool, you can go in the pool, chill out. I think it's all right.
I think what we're going to do is, because we're going with Donna and I and a couple of 3 friends. I think what will happen is we'll end up just kind of sitting in the bar in the evenings.
Yeah.
And just kind of chilling
definitely.
Out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very pretty park. It's a beautiful park. It just needs a lot of stuff doing to it. It needs a lot of work.
Yeah, it does. It really
a lot of expansion. I mean, people complain that not a lot of people go. Like, obviously, Disneyland Paris is in debt. Not a lot of people go there to bring them the money. It's like, well, because you're not spending any money on it to bring the crowds in. They're doing up the Hotel New York and changing it into a Marvel hotel, but they haven't got the crowds to fill it at the moment. So what's the point?
Well,
work on the park first.
Well, this is it. The trouble with that is that at D23, there were all these exciting announcements for Disney World, California, and then they were like, "Yeah, Disneyland Paris," and I was like, "Come on, we're gonna get something big here." We're just giving it a Marvel overlay. Nothing else. Nothing else.
That's it.
Hopefully, now that Disney own the entire resort, they're going to be announcing some exciting things within the next 12 to 18 months.
Yeah. Well, isn't there rumours that Hollywood Studios are going to try and give it a Guardians of the Galaxy overlay? I've heard quite a few rumours about that. Yeah,
I've heard the Tower of Terror might be changing.
I really hope not, because the Tower of Terror at Paris is pretty good.
I prefer the one in Hollywood Studios in Florida, though.
I think the one in Paris has more drops, which I think is why I prefer it more. I think the one in Florida only does like 3 or 4 drops, and we were like, where are the drops?
Yeah, I don't know. I think the studios definitely need some work in Paris.
Yeah, it's quite like studios in Florida, but they're putting the money into the studios at Florida, so...
Yeah, well, with Star Wars and Toy Story, at least it's going to be something.
Exactly. I think they need it as well to bring down the crowds in Pandora.
Oh, absolutely.
New opening like that. So I think Toy Story isn't going to be as popular as Star Wars. Star Wars is going to be extremely popular.
Oh, Star Wars is going to be nuts, like so nuts. It's going to be like Happily Ever After once it's finished.
Yeah.
It will be like that. You won't be able to move. It will be ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think the park will be at capacity quite a lot in the first few months.
But it needs it.
It does need it. And then you've got... The thing is that you've got Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster coming to Epcot. You've got Ratatouille, the ride, coming to Epcot. Then you've got Toy Story Land and Star Wars in Hollywood Studios. And you have Tron coming to Magic Kingdom. So...
should be there, but,
Yeah, it's a bit odd. It should be at Epcot, really, but there we go.
Yeah.
And Guardians should be at Hollywood Studios, but there we go.
Yeah.
Let's not worry. I mean, they're clearly changing the name of Hollywood Studios within the next couple of years, I think.
Yeah, I reckon it will probably end up becoming something Marvel-themed or something... Because obviously they've gotten rid of the Great Movie Ride as well now, haven't they? That's going to be Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway, whatever they're calling it. It's good. It's nice seeing it being completely overhauled because it needs it. I mean, when we went there, it's a half-day park, not even that. I think the only things we really were interested in doing was Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, and Fantasmic. Other than that, we were kind of a bit like, meh.
Fantasmic is the best show at Disney World. I
loved it.
It's just incredible.
Yeah, it's really good. I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like it, but I think that's people comparing it to the one in California, because apparently the one in California is a lot more techie. It's got a lot more to it. But
yeah, I've heard that too.
From what I've seen at the Fantasmic in Florida, I can't fault it. I love it. It's probably my favourite nighttime show there.
Yeah, same. I would be there every night watching it when I was over there if I could.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I do like Happily Ever After though. That's amazing. I wasn't expecting it to be, because of what happened with Disneyland Paris, with them doing what they did with Dreams and Illuminations. Illuminations is just crap. Let's be honest.
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm interested to see it next week, or week after.
It's crap. Disney Dreams in Paris was amazing. It was a really, really good show, and a lot of people loved and adored it because it was all based around Peter Pan.
Yeah.
A lot of people loved it. So people were expecting quite a lot from this Illumination show, but it's just completely fell flat on its face. It's not very good at all. A lot of the shows at Disneyland Paris aren't good at the moment. The parade's pants as well. The parade's not that great. So when I saw the video for Happily Ever After, I was so happy because it reminds me a lot of Dreams. There's a lot of aspects in there that's very similar to what was in Dreams in Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
Like the Tangled scene was in the Dreams in Disneyland Paris. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, that's in the Happily Ever After. Yeah, that was in Dreams. There's a lot of aspects in there that was Dreams. I loved it. I loved Happily Ever After. I cried a lot.
I did too, but that's mainly because a kid stood on the bin in front of me just as it's about to start.
So you could see it.
It's like, no, please, I've been here for 90 minutes.
You'll do what I did. You'll just shove your way through last minute.
I think I kind of kept pushing the bin slightly so he couldn't do it.
You're just like tipping him off.
You should have just pushed it enough for him to just wobble off.
Well,
I just couldn't watch it.
He did end up sitting down because I kept just kind of pushing it, which was good. I've been there for 90 minutes. So, I'm not being funny, but I don't care. Illuminations at Paris is also difficult because they've taken the name from one of the best shows in Disney World, Illuminations Reflections of Earth at Epcot. So automatically they're taking the name from what is a very, very good show and then translated it to a show that doesn't quite live up to the name.
No, it's well, they took out the water jets as well, I think, which was one of the winning things in the Dreams show. They took out the water projections, which was amazing because they had Peter and Wendy on them.
Yeah.
That's one. It's pretty much, there's no story to it. It's just one flat kind of thing. It doesn't really go anywhere.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it?
It's very dull. I think it's meant to be based on, it's like Mickey falling through all these scenes, but they just don't run smoothly together. They don't there's no story to it. It's just dull.
It's just there. Yeah.
I saw it and sorry, go on. I was going to say, we saw it and we just we were like, no, we don't want to see this again. There's no point seeing it again. We didn't like it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to season of the Force, though.
We didn't see that. I don't think that was on when we went last time.
I think it finishes before June, I think. But I think, it's going to be on when we're there in February. So I'm looking forward to that as a Star Wars fan.
I was going to say, are you a big Star Wars fan then?
Yes.
Nice. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I like Star Wars, but I'm not obsessed with it.
Well, I've got an image right above me of Stitch dressed as Kylo Ren. I have a big Kylo Ren canvas above my TV. I've got a Rogue One poster.
Yeah, you like Star Wars.
Yeah, I like Star Wars a little bit. I've even got a First Order cookie jar.
Wow.
And two Star Wars lava lamps on my desk as well.
Wow, you're dedicated.
A little bit, yeah. But they're owned by Disney now. It's all under one umbrella, isn't it? So.
Yeah, exactly. What do you reckon Disney are going to do anything with? Because now they've bought Fox, haven't they? So do you reckon they're going to do anything with that in Hollywood studios?
As in Marvel?
Yeah. Well,
No.
Fox.
I don't think so. Fox properties maybe, but with the great movie rights shutting, that for me would have been a good opportunity to update all of the movies in it, including Fox franchises. Yeah. That's out of the way. I don't think that Hollywood Studios moving forward is going to be focused on movies at all.
No.
It seems to be moving in a completely... I mean, I know, Toy Story, fine, Star Wars, fine, but it's kind of moving away from the Hollywood, I guess.
Hollywood,
yeah. I guess I mean the Hollywood, the classic movies. It's moving away from that and moving more towards focusing on franchises and becoming a bit of a kind of a mishmash of a park. I think they're going to change the name very soon. So I don't think so. Also, Disney are not allowed to touch X-Men or the Avengers or any of those characters in Florida because Universal Studios has the rights.
Yeah, of course.
So that's why they can touch Guardians because that isn't part of the agreement. But probably Doctor Strange, Ant-Man is probably okay as well. Iron Man possibly as well. But other than that, I think Iron Man might be.
I'm just hoping Hollywood, the Tower of Terror, does not get the Guardians of the Galaxy overhaul. I know there was rumours, but I think they were shut down because I think people were saying they were going to, but they knew it wouldn't have been that well received, so I think they shut.
It's difficult because California wasn't well received, but now everyone loves it.
I think with Guardians going into Epcot as well, it could be a bit disjointed if they had Guardians in Epcot and in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, definitely. I think Rock and Roller Coaster will be the one to change, if I'm honest.
Oh no, I love that ride. Don't say that.
I think they'll keep the ride. I think they'll get rid of Aerosmith.
Well, I think it depends. I don't know what they're going to do, obviously, with Spaceship Earth in Epcot, because haven't Siemens pulled out of their deal with it?
They'll give it an update. Someone new will come in, or Disney will just... A lot of the rides that used to have sponsorships, they just no longer have sponsorships. So I don't think that ride's going anywhere, but they may well update it.
No, I hope they don't do anything with that ride, because I really like that ride.
Oh, it's one of my favourites. I love that.
Epcot does need work, though. Epcot's a good park, don't get me wrong, but it does need... they've got a lot of empty show buildings and stuff there, which I think they could just do so much more with.
Yeah. Well, I think the rumours right now, obviously, we've got Guardians and we've got Ratatouille confirmed, but there's also rumours that there's going to be another country pavilion be built. Because what they said at D23 is, we're announcing Guardians and we're announcing Ratatouille, but based on the concept art, and they said there's going to be more to come. So
isn't Epcot on their list of next parks to kind of overdo before the
50th?
50th, yeah.
I think so, which would be nice.
Yeah,
because I love
Epcot's
Epcot.
a good park. No, it's a good park. It just needs a lot of TLC.
Yeah, I think if you're not there during a festival season, which actually is quite difficult now with 3 festivals running pretty much back to back, it could be done relatively quickly if you've done World Showcase before and you don't want to go in all of the shops. I think you could do it relatively quickly. But with the festivals there, it becomes a much more all-day kind of park that... I mean, I love it. Like, I could spend every day of my trip in Epcot, like, no problem.
Because it's got all the beer.
Well, I mean, it's not just beer. You've got sangria, you've got wine, you've got coffee liqueurs. It's all kinds of things.
No, so it's a lovely park. It's I think the World Showcase is probably the best bit of it. Future World kind of lets it down a little bit because it's not so much Future World anymore. It's more kind of
80s World.
Yeah, yesteryears.
Yeah.
Than anything. So I think that kind of lets it down a little bit, which is why I was kind of expecting Tron, because there was rumours Tron was coming, but nobody knew where it was going.
Yeah.
Which is why I was expecting them to kind of put Tron in Future World, because Tron is very futuristic and it would bring the futuristic element back to Future World. I don't think it belongs where it's going in Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland, I just kind of feel like it doesn't really belong there, because Tomorrowland's more like aliens and stuff, not so much future.
I don't know. I think that's Disney's fault. Like, Disney have made like Tomorrowland just like a bit of a weird kind of
Stitch's Great Escape.
I mean, you've got Stitch's Great Escape. You've got Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, which is terrible in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Buzz, which it feels very outdated now with Toy Story Midway Mania. And you've got the obviously the Speedway, which is like, well, hold on, we're supposed to be in Tomorrowland, and you're in cars that have run by gas. So
that stink.
Yeah, that stink. Fine, like, you know, it's great. It does remind me of Tomorrowland from when I was a kid, but it doesn't really fit. If you're then adding Tron in, I think you have to get rid of the Speedway, you have to get rid of Stitch, and you have to get rid of Monsters Inc. and replace it with things that are more Tomorrow.
Well, haven't they announced now that Stitch is kind of gone?
Well, they did, but now they're saying that it might be coming back, so it's just like, I don't think they're quite sure.
They're saying seasonal, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's been seasonal for about a year now already.
Yeah, well, it wasn't open when we went. I don't think it was open at all when we were out there, which was quite surprising, because I've heard that they open it on days where there's large crowds, just to kind of help bring the crowds down a little bit, but it wasn't open at all when we were there.
Yeah.
And then I saw people say, oh, Stitch is gone now, they've confirmed that they've kind of shut it for good. And then I saw other people say, oh no, it's still there as a seasonal kind of thing, it's just not, like, they're just not going to have it open all year round.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time when people kind of report on these rumours, they just hear them from like a random cast member, and obviously behind the scenes cast members just talk all of the time. So it's just like no one really knows what's going on apart from the Imagineers at the top that are actually planning these things right now.
Do you know what I'd love to see? Because I know it's very well received in Magic Kingdom. I'd love to see an expansion on the whole Haunted Mansion area. I think that would be amazing, because I think it's because it had obviously had a little bit of an expansion with that shop opening. But I'd love to see, and I've seen a lot of people kind of speculating. I don't know if it's going to happen, if it's confirmed or what, but I've seen a lot of people speculating about a Haunted Mansion restaurant, which I think would be amazing. I think it would kind of it would fit in really well, and I think it would also help bring the crowds down at Be Our Guest if something like that opened, something with theming, because they've seen that the themed restaurants work with Be Our Guest. So something like that opening around Haunted Mansion, I think, would just be amazing. Haunted Mansion is my favourite ride anyway, so I'm going to be a bit biased, but I think that would be really cool.
Oh, Haunted Mansion is one of the best rides at Disney World by far. It's incredible. Like, I don't think you'll find anyone to disagree with that. And if they do, you're wrong.
I'm excited to see what they do with the Phantom Manor overhaul at Disneyland Paris.
Yeah, I love Phantom Manor. I'm a little bit disappointed it's not open when I'm there.
It's a little bit outdated now, though. Like, if you go on the one in Florida, if you go on the Haunted Mansion, you can see the difference in technology.
Yeah.
Because the one in Paris was, Madame Leota was still a crystal ball on the table, and it was just, the table just kind of moved a tiny little bit.
Yeah.
And it's just the technology in the one in Paris was very outdated. So I'm kind of excited to see them bring the technology. Hopefully they do the kind of similar thing to the technology in Disney World, but they keep it the same storyline as the one that they have in Paris. Obviously, the storylines are different.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think so. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it will be. But yeah, it's a shame it's shut when you're there, because Phantom Manor is a really good ride.
Yeah, I love it. Although I've not been on Big Thunder since it was refurbished, so I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, it's really good. I prefer it over Disney World.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a better ride than Disney World.
Yeah, we were kind of a bit disappointed with Big Thunder Mountain in Disney World, because we knew it wasn't going to be as good as the Paris one, because when we went with Lauren did say the Paris Big Thunder Mountain is a lot better than the one in Florida.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of a bit... It's good, but we only went on it once. We didn't feel the need to go on it again.
Yeah.
Splash Mountain, however...
Oh, Splash is awesome, yeah.
Oh, we loved it. We went on it 4 times.
Really?
The trip. But yeah, I think it was mainly for the photo opportunity, which is why we kept going on it. But no, we loved it. It was really good.
Yeah, it's a great ride. It was shut when I was there, so I'm looking forward to going on it again this year.
I think it opened halfway through when we were there, so we went on it the second time we went to Magic Kingdom twice, and then the last time we went on it twice as well.
Yeah, it's a great ride.
Yeah, it's good. It's very good.
Well, I think that's probably a good time to end the podcast.
Okay.
Well, thanks for coming on the show. Do you want to tell people where they can find you on Twitter or wherever else you want to promote? Feel free to. This is your time to promote wherever you want.
Okay. I can't remember my Twitter username. Okay, my Twitter it's Hayley with 2 H's, Louise. And my Instagram is... I have 2 Instagrams if you want to follow me on either of them. My main account is Hey Louise with an X at the end, and then my Disney one is Hayley in Wonderland with 2 D's. Please ignore the double letters. It's only because it's the only thing that was available. It wasn't me trying to be cool or anything. It's because it was all that was available.
We'll let you off. That's fair. So thanks again to Hayley for joining us today. Make sure you go and follow her on Twitter and her 2 Instagram profiles. As to where you can find us, we are, of course, on our website, themeparktrader.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all of the socials. Our username is always Theme Park Trader. I'm on Twitter at Ryanogs. That's RYANOGS. Dan is also on Twitter.
Yeah, Screwby Online. SCRWBY online.
And if you've enjoyed today's show, we would very much appreciate a 5-star review on iTunes, because it makes us happy. And we may even, I tell you what, the next person that leaves us a review on iTunes, I will sing you a song.
Oh dear, that's not an incentive.
That's definitely an incentive, but people love my songs.
Of course they do, Ryan.
My Gary Sinise album is almost finished.
Oh well, that is a gold. That's a classic.
See, there you go. I could create that own album. How about that?
You're going to send someone a Gary Sinise album.
And on that note, thanks for listening, and we will see you next week.
Ah, there you are, and just in time. There's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. They have selected you to fill our quota, and they'll haunt you until you return.